So good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. It wasn't a good evening last night for Unai. It was a good evening for Liverpool. It's an even better evening for them today because Jurgen Klopp's just signed a new contract. So that's the league done and dusted for, well, for us anyway. Maybe not for Man City. Maybe we should go on loan to Man City next season, Henry. What do you think, mate?
It's a good idea, mate. It's a good idea. I've seen he's signed until it was supposed to be till 2024, and now he's got an extra 2 years. So it's 2026. But the league's done for the next 5 years anyway. Liverpool and City are going to wrap it up, and we're just going to be sitting here battling out for a full place trophy. So
yep, third loser trophy. Big up to everybody in the chat. Make sure you are smashing the likes up. Big up to everyone watching on playback as well. Make sure you subscribe to Henry's channel. The link is in the title of the video. Just click it takes you straight there. And you're literally, 5 kilometers up the road, mate? Is it raining there?
Yeah, not. Do you know, it was raining earlier. It was quite bad out on the balcony, but it's all right to be fair now. It's not too bad. But yeah, yesterday was good, obviously. We had a few beeros.
Yeah, man. I caught the sun yesterday.
I look like, mate, look at the state of my arm. I look like a squashy. You know the house? I look like one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the rain's on its way, mate. The heavens are just opened where I am. So it's coming like down towards you, mate. And it is going to be proper. It's going to be proper. Or it was here anyway. And it is here. It's literally hammering down. But yeah, let's go back to the last couple of games. Because you lot obviously lost to Brighton, which sent our fans into delirium. Laughing their heads off. You lost to Brighton, forgetting that we actually lost to Brighton. Arsenal beat Chelsea and beat Man United. You then drew with, who did you draw with at the weekend? Brentford, that's it. Ivan Toney should have scored in stoppage time. And again, our fans were in delirium, forgetting that we actually lost to Brentford. But there we go. It is what it is. But the third loser trophy is hotting up, man, because I don't think anyone wants it, do they? It's like, no, 1 week you're fourth, then we're fourth. Man United don't want it at all. And it's a bit.
They got tonight as well. They got Chelsea away, Chelsea at home. So if they lose that, United.
Oh yeah, they play tonight, didn't they? Yeah.
So
I might watch that.
If they lose tonight.
And then West Ham played tonight as well, didn't they? West Ham are massive, yeah.
No, we'll be cheering on Frankfurt, mate. Don't worry about that. We'll be cheering on the Germans. I will not be able to cheer on them. Like, do you know what? I said yesterday, if they win it, that will be my worst nightmare. Oh, Declan Rice has won a trophy. What's Harry Kane won? Yeah, that's all it's going to be. Look at Declan Rice. Imagine Mark Noble in his last game in the West Ham shirt. Lift the Europa League.
Yeah, don't give him the penalty. Yeah, don't give him the penalty, mate. Don't sub him on for the pen. All right, if it goes to pens or something, do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's been a bit of a weird season. It's dragged. I can't lie. I don't know how you feel about it, but for me, this season just seems like it's never ended. Like it's just gone on forever. Maybe that's because I've just not enjoyed it. Like it's just boring. I know what's coming every single week, but we have got West Ham at the weekend. You've got Leicester, right?
Yeah, both of them play tonight. So theoretically, hypothetically, we should both be favourites going into them games. West Ham will have no first team centre backs against you lot. Obviously, Dawson got a straight red against Chelsea. So they're going to rest a lot of their players. So I can see you going there and winning that 2-3-0 comfortably. And obviously Leicester play tonight against Roma in the Conference League. So I can see us winning that 1-2-3-0 maybe. All depends, but Leicester doesn't worry me. It's the game after that when we go away to Liverpool and we're going to get opened up. Like, I'm not kidding you, that could be double digits. That will be absolutely embarrassing. Like, if the way I was watching them last night, I mean, Thiago is just a joy to watch. I don't think he's like Cesc Fabregas, Xavi, Iniesta level, but he's a quality midfielder. And then it doesn't matter who they play in their front three, Salah, Jota, Mane, Diaz, Firmino, bringing Origi, he can get a couple of goals. They're going to win that comfortably. It's just after that, when we play you lot, are you already going to be 5 points clear? Are you going to be 2 points clear? That's the thing. Because if you are 5 points clear and we do win at North London derby, then fair enough. Going away to Newcastle is going to be tough. But yeah, well, I have no idea. There's so many loops and turns in this. It could change any day.
Well, what do you think? What do you put like the last two games down to? Because you were banging in goals for fun. You were scoring. Like Kane was looking good. Son was looking good. Kulusevski, Bentancur was looking good. You were looking pretty solid defensively. in some of the games, and then all of a sudden, play Brighton, can't do anything. They score in the last kick of the game or near the end. I don't think he had a shot on target in the last 2 games at all.
Yeah, it's not.
What's happened? What's changed? Is it the pressure? Is the pressure getting to Tottenham?
Well, it happens every year, doesn't it? It's the same mold. Same old Spursy, same old Tottenham. I think that when we're better chasing you lot. If you lot are in 4th, I'd rather us be chasing you lot, because then the pressure's not on us. When the pressure is on us, we capitulate every time. And you know for a fact, if it goes into the last game of the season, you lot have got Everton at home, and we've got Norwich. If it meant beating Norwich to get top 4, 1,000,000% we're losing that game. That's just the way we are. But I think there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things wrong with the football at the moment. Like the fact that we bring on Davinson Sanchez in the 87th minute. Like I've said this before. I know we all resort to a bit of Colombian now and then, but we can't be bringing on Sanchez off the bench, mate. That's just disastrous.
So, you need a goal and you bring on the centre back. That's a bit of a weird one, isn't it?
But the state of that bench as well. Did you see the bench we played? We had 2 academy. Hang on, if you can hear the dog in the background, apologies, because she's going absolutely ballistic. But yeah, we had Sanchez. We had 2 defenders, 2 academy players, Bergwijn and someone else. Like how are we gonna bring goals to the bench? You look at Liverpool's bench; they can bring on Firmino, Origi, Minamino, Diaz, or Jota, whoever's playing. Whereas you look at it's just ridiculous. And you look at
it's levels. It is levels. Them 2 teams, City and Man United. City and Liverpool. I mean, they're just a joke. They're just so good to watch. I mean, I watched that game last night against Emery's team, Villarreal. You knew they were going to score. You just knew it was just a matter of time before they got the goal. I mean, the goal was just a joke. What was the keeper doing? Yeah, but you knew as soon as they got that first goal that was it. It was going to be 2 or 3, and it probably should have been 3. They had a couple of goals disallowed, didn't they? But I think I just got a feeling you're going to get something against them, because if they've already got 1 foot in that final now, yeah, and obviously. And they're in the FA Cup final. Klopp's going to obviously keep that squad fit and rotate it, I'd imagine. And they're all going to be fighting for their places, albeit that we know that pretty much their 11 is their 11 most weeks. You never know, man. He might rotate the team against you lot to see. Obviously, they're still in the title race, but he might rotate a few of the players. He might put Firmino back in. He might put Origi up front. Minamino might play. He could put a couple of different centre backs in there.
Their squad's that good.
Oxlade-Chamberlain could play. Keita could play. Do you know what I mean? It's like, he could do that against you. Like, I'm not sure. Like, the thing is, they're going for every trophy. And the problem they've got is by going for every trophy. And to be fair to Liverpool, they don't actually get that many injuries. I know they had a mad season last season where literally they had 21 different centre back partnerships, but it was only centre backs that were really injured. Yeah,
like Henderson played centre back most of the season, didn't he? The thing is that their squad's that good. They've got so much quality in depth. It doesn't matter who they play. They could rest Van Dijk and play Kanate, or bring Matip in and Joe Gomez in. Whereas you look at everyone else, Man City, Liverpool's squads, Chelsea to a degree, but their squad's so far higher than everyone else that if you get an injury to Saka and Smith Rowe, or we get an injury to Kane and Son, where's the goals coming from?
That's the problem. I think Son's your top scorer this season, isn't he?
Yeah, 17 Premier League goals.
The thing is, if he ain't on it, your team ain't on it. Like if he hasn't,
when Harry Kane don't perform, we're stuffed.
Yeah, but I think it's more Son this season. Like, because Kane's been pretty good in bursts this season, but when Son plays well, I think you play better. Yeah, and even though I rate Kane better than Son, more than Son, yeah, they're both quality footballers. But I think like if Son is on it, you normally perform pretty well. If Kane is on it, but Son's not, you don't tend to get the win so often for me. Like, whereas if Kane's off of it and Son's on it, I think you'll still get wins. Yeah, and that's not because Kane's bad, because he ain't. It's just, Son's more direct. Yeah, he's quicker. Yeah, he's trickier in and around the penalty box. Kane, you know what he's going to do. Son can go left foot, right foot. He can run in behind. He can dribble past you. He can take 3 or 4 and slalom through a team. Yeah, whereas Kane's more of a thinker. Yeah, like he'll pick the pass. He'll spray the ball.
Everything's accurate with Kane, where Son doesn't matter. Like in front of goal, I think he's up there with Salah as the most clinical winger in the league. Like left foot, right foot.
He is class, isn't he? He is good.
But it's like The last 2 games they haven't performed, and we have no one else. You know, there's no one to. Kulu's had been good since he's come, but he's not really known for a goal scoring winger. And then you look at, for instance, all the other players we've got. Like look at City. Gabriel Jesus gets linked with Arsenal, slaps 4 goals past was it Watford?
Yeah.
Like he can turn it on when he needs to. Whereas us, if Kane and Son don't perform, we are right in the gutter. And I think Sunday against Leicester, I think we'll win. I do think we'll win that game, but purely because they've got to play tonight. But if they didn't, it'd be a completely different game. Jamie Vardy always turns up against us. Yeah, I think you lot will beat West Ham, as I said, but we just got to hope that Frankfurt win tonight. That's all I care about at the moment. Is just watching. If Frankfurt run right, like 2 or 3-0 tonight, that's it.
It's not happening. It's not happening. West Ham are going to get to the final, man, and you're going to have to deal with it.
No, honestly, I might have to deactivate my channel. If they win that trophy, it's going to be. I'll tell you now, it'll be the worst thing that's happened.
Big up to everyone watching live, man. There's 255 in here, which is pretty good considering the time of day. And I think Terry's streaming as well. So that's pretty decent figures. So make sure you are smashing the likes up. Make sure you subscribe to Henry's channel. We're on the San Miguel's today. Big up to everybody in the chat. And yeah, it's a bit of a weird one with Tottenham because you never know what you're going to get with them. It's the same with us. Both of our teams are pretty similar in that respect. Like 1 week we'll go out and we'll play great like we did against Chelsea. Yeah, and then the next week we'll go out or the week before we'll lose to Southampton. And like I see somebody say to me in one of my comments yesterday, yeah, but you conveniently forgot all the chances we had against Southampton. I said, mate, we didn't score a goal. Doesn't matter how many chances.
It's not about how many chances you get, it's how many you take.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. It's how many you score. What did you just changing the subject? What did you think of? Have you heard about Mino Raiola?
Yeah,
about that report about the news.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah, he's passed away, isn't he?
No, he hasn't. He's alive. That
alive?
report was fake. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's all over Twitter. But he put if you go on Twitter right now, look at what
he's actually alive because I've seen blue ticks putting that out left, right, and centre, bro.
Yeah, reporters putting that out saying that due to a health condition, he's passed away at age 54, and then he tweeted saying that like it's crap. He's in hospital and he's not well, but he's alive still. So Twitter's gone absolutely berserk at all these reporters. One guy's deactivated his account, like a reliable source as well. 200k followers is deactivated.
That's mad.
I might be able to show you.
That Tancredi Palmieri, he tweeted it out.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Oh, is that the guy? That was the guy. He blocked me on Twitter, that Tancredi Palmieri, yeah? Right? And it was years and years ago, right? He sat on TalkSport on Christmas Eve and said, Tottenham, it's a done deal for Wesley Sneijder. He will be a Tottenham player on the 1st of January or 2nd of January or whatever, yeah? Right? And it never happened. So every time he used to put transfer news out about Arsenal or Tottenham or anything, yeah, I'd just say to him, when Sneijder turning up to Spurs, mate, eventually he blocked me. Now he's putting out that about Raiola. Oh my days, he's done. Yeah. He's done out of it.
Raiola has put current health status for the ones wondering. Pissed off, 2nd time in 4 months they kill me. Seem also to be good at being resuscitated. That's what he tweeted.
Well, he's tweeted that himself. Oh yeah, I've just seen it. Yeah, I've just seen it. Oh my God.
Like, can you imagine, like, if you're a reliable reporter and you put that on Twitter, not only are you putting your whole rep on the line, like, you don't, as much as people call Fab a tapping merchant, this and that, and they say, oh yeah, like, he's not a good source. He knows when to put stuff out and when not to put it out. That makes sense.
I'll take it he never tweeted it out then, though.
No, he tweeted out what he said. That's what I've just read to you, but it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts.
That's crazy, man. Because I see it and I was just like, okay, mad. Yeah, it's like a bit out of the blue. But then I remembered that it had happened before and it weren't true. Like he said in his own tweet. Yeah, 4 months ago that it happened as well, didn't it?
Yeah, so, I mean, Dr. Alberto Zangrillo from the hospital in Milano tells Mino Raiola's conditions. I'm outraged by the phone calls from journalists speculating on the life of a man who's fighting to survive. He's in a stable condition. And then 20 minutes later, all the tweets come out, and it was the number 2 trending tweet in Europe was RRP Raiola.
Mad,
Like,
isn't it? Imagine laying in your hospital bed, yeah, and everyone's talking about you being dead and you're still alive.
It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. They should be ashamed. Like, it's some of these journalists are absolutely embarrassing. It's clickbait merchants. So it's all it is.
Especially that Tancredi Palmieri. He's blooming useless, mate. Like I said, he said Snyder is a done deal to Tottenham on Christmas Eve back in 13, 14 or whenever it was. Yeah, that guy, I don't know how he's got so many people follow him. I can't lie.
Like, you'd expect it from the Football London, but not some of these reporters.
He's basically the Italian version, isn't he? Yeah, it's actually mad, mate. I can't believe he's put that out there when that ain't true. That is actually insane. Yeah, I'm just looking. Oh, he's put his account back up. His account's back up. His picture is there, and his account's back up. So yeah.
What, he hasn't deactivated?
No.
That's nuts.
Cesc Fabregas has even tweeted the guy and said, "Please remember that this man has a family. I've known his son for a few years, and this news is false. Please show some respect. Not everything is allowed." Yeah, and then Tancredi's replied to him, "I'd never take any advantage in such matter. Maybe you maybe read it first from me, but I didn't break it and tweet it after Italian biggest media outlets reported it. I honestly think those big outlets wouldn't break it without verifying. In any case, I apologize." Well, they obviously didn't verify it, did they? Because he's alive.
Like, imagine if you're Mino Raiola's family and you've seen that. Like, you're on social media just scrolling through Twitter, and then all of a sudden people are tweeting about your old man or tweeting about your uncle, whatever it is. People are talking about him because he's probably the biggest football agent in the world. He's up there. But state of it is just, these people are shameless.
The guy said he's going to have a week off Twitter. Yeah, I think you should probably have a little bit longer than that, mate.
And what he'll do is he'll come back next week and break the Haaland news when he joins Man City. That's what he'll do, honestly. State of it, mate.
Wouldn't surprise me. Big up Chike says, "How's Spain, Henry?"
Yeah, it's good. It's really, really good. The first day I got here, the weather was a bit meh. I slept for 19 hours when I first got here. I was out of it. I slept from 2 in the afternoon to about 17 hours, 2 in the afternoon to about 9 o'clock in the morning. It was the best sleep I've ever had. And then woke up. Obviously, we met up yesterday. It's been good. Football's been good. That Man City Real Madrid game was an absolute joke, by the way.
Mad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine having the audacity to Panenka a penalty at the Etihad against City in the Champions League semi after you missed your 2 penalties at the weekend.
The guy Benzema is absolute class. Like, he's for me, he's the best number 9 in the world at the moment. I stand by. I think Kane's a better footballer all round, but he's the best number 9. And the other number 9, Lewandowski, apparently he's joining Barcelona as well. Barcelona and Chelsea are in for him. His contract expires, doesn't he? But that game was unreal. Absolutely unreal.
Mate, that's the levels, isn't it? That is the levels. And that just goes to show when you've got a top player like Benzema, you don't really have to be in the game. Yeah, because that first goal, that weren't even a half a chance. That weren't even a chance at all. Nothing in that. And he still managed to put it in the net. I don't even know how he did it. Yeah, he didn't catch it properly. The thing is, if he had caught it properly, he would have probably put it wide or something. Do you know what I mean? Or at the keeper. The fact that he caught it so off key was probably the reason it went in. But I mean, that penalty was just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then Vinicius' goal, where he just run straight. Well, Fernandinho's probably still having nightmares.
Did you see Pep's reaction to the dummy?
Nah,
he's on the touchline. There's a camera behind the touchline, and obviously Vinicius dummies it, and he goes like, "Do you ever see the reaction where Lewandowski scores in 5 goals and Pep's going at, he's like that? Yeah. The same as that. Like, he spun him inside out.
I thought he'd done all right at right back. I thought he'd played pretty well, but he's not a right back.
He's at the age you should retire, and he's coming up against one of the best wingers in the world. He's done more than all right, to be fair.
Yeah, he's done all right. Big up to Mr. B for the donation as well, man. We're not on the Cruz Campo, man. I'm on the San Miguel. What are you drinking? You not got any beer?
I'm on the Sprite. I'm not on the beer yet. It will be later when the football's on.
But let's talk about Conte, because Poch is rumoured to be leaving after winning the title. and Conte is apparently the red hot favourite, which I think is a bit of a weird one. Because I see something the other day that said his favourite, he'll take the job, but there's too many egos at the club. Like Neymar and somebody else was mentioned. He needs to sort out the culture at the club or something along them lines. But I was thinking the only reason he'd go there is to try and do something in Europe. Yeah, because obviously they want somebody to win in Europe, don't they? That's
why that's what they jumped all about. They're pretty much guaranteed the league title. The thing is, there's loads of speculation and rumours that have come out, and Fabrizio and Alistair Gold is like a reliable source. I know he's Football London and all that, but he's quite reliable when it comes to Tottenham.
Oh, it's all right. Your Tottenham Football London's all right. It's just the Arsenal Muppets.
He basically said that all the speculation and rumours are false. However, if Conte is currently on 17 million euros a year, which by the way is absolutely fucking ridiculous amount of money, he wants to join PSG. He wants 30 more. It was either 30 or 31 million a year, which would make him the third highest paid manager behind Pep and Diego Simeone. Right? Why would he leave to go to a league which is dominated by one club? Yeah, you're going to guarantee yourself trophies, but Conte's never won a European trophy. He's won leagues at Chelsea, Juve, and Inter. So like Conte, and it wouldn't work because he hasn't got that CV to back it up. They're probably more beneficial to get Emery back and say, look, okay, we've got all these players, go and win us the Champions League. Because at the moment, Emery for me, pound for pound, like with the budget he's got, is top 5 managers in the world. The guy spent £27 million and he's won a Europa League with Villarreal, which has a lower wage bill than fucking Burnley, has a population of 51,000 people. He's literally gone over to with the Crystal Palace team, right? The equivalent of, and won a Europa League. Like imagine you've got a lower wage bill than Burnley.
It's mad.
And you're in a Champions League semi-final. Put some respect on this guy's name. If Conte goes, I want Emery in. And I want him to stink out the Emirates, right? And just walk around doing a Ronaldo, like, fucking have some of that.
Mate, it's actually mad. The thing is, Conte's not really got any credit in terms of European pedigree, like in European competitions. He's never won it. Yeah, but he is a quality manager, and most teams would want him. Yeah, the thing is, PSG is a different outfit. You win the league anyway. It's a bit like when Juve were dominating in Italy. Like, that's not enough. Same with Real Madrid. You win the league, you might still get sacked. Yeah, because it's about the Champions League for these clubs. Yeah, and it's kind of mad that he's linked to it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he left. If you don't finish in Champions League, I think he might leave. I think he might. I don't know whether he'll go PSG, but I think he might leave.
Oh yeah, I think he would leave, but I don't think he'll go PSG. I think if he's going to go anywhere, I think he would. He ain't going to go Barca because they're doing well under Xavi. Obviously, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man City, their managers are tight. Real Madrid, they're doing really well with Carlo. They won the league and win the league, and could be in Champions League final. The only team that I think he could potentially go to would be back to Inter if they don't win the title. I can't see him going to AC Milan. I can't see him going to Juventus. I can't see him. I don't think he'd manage in Germany. I mean, who's he going to go to? Bayern Munich will be the only team, right? But he doesn't notoriously do well in Europe. So for him, it's winning a league title for him is more important than winning a Champions League game. This comment, by the way, is an absolute disgrace. We've got rid of one of our best scouts. We've just got rid of. Like, what is going on with the state of this football club?
It's weird, isn't it? Because we've employed a PR company to come in and check the culture, right? But we sacked a load of scouts and we sacked Gunnosaurus for a little while. And it's like, why would you then go and spend millions of pounds on this company rather than spending the same millions on staff to get better staff into the club? The club's backwards, man. I'm telling you, both of our football clubs are finished. They're clapped, absolutely clapped. Yeah, Chelsea. No wonder Chelsea fans don't even look at us. Like they just go, oh, it's them peasants from North London. Yeah, North London's shit, mate. Yeah, Chelsea. That's what we should be looking at. Chelsea, Liverpool, City. They should be the clubs that we should be aiming for. You know, they should be the clubs that we want to nick the staff off of. Like, let's go and pay somebody at Chelsea in recruitment double what they're getting paid or 50% more and try and poach them, get all their contacts, bring them as well. Yeah, but instead we don't. It's like when you got Conte. Like, you know, like I said before, I don't see Tottenham as our rival. But a football club that has ambition, a football club that wants to win now, yeah, and not blag a fan base that is something that could happen with Project Youth in 2, 3, 4 years. You know, a club that's got some sort of desire to win now and still do the thing for a couple of years' time as well, yeah, would have sacked Arteta for Conte as soon as they got wind he was going to Tottenham. Yeah, they would have got in touch with him or his people and said, look, if you're going to Tottenham, why don't you come to us? Yeah, we've got more chance of winning stuff. Yeah, we've got better players, although you've got a better striker and a better winger. And now you've got a better manager. But we can offer more money. We pay more money. You know, he's actually getting paid less than Arteta. You know that?
It's madness. I looked at it the other day and I looked at who we've the signings we've made since we brought in Conte, Bentancur and Kulusevski, right, are both like as much as they are good players, but it's not difficult for Tottenham to sign them because the director of football we've got in Paratici is just going back to his old football club and saying, look, give us some of your deadwood. So like if you're Antonio Conte, you've come into Tottenham, you took over Tottenham when we were what? Something ridiculous like 12th or 11th, and you put them in the top 4 race with probably the worst Tottenham team since Harry Redknapp 12 years ago, right? And if he gets us top 4, we've got to give him the money, but we're not going to. Whereas Arsenal, I've given Arteta, what, 570 million since he's been there? Close to 600 million?
200. Arteta?
Yeah, since he's been, I read somewhere the other day that since, or it might be since Wenger.
No, Arteta's had 250 mil, bro.
Been sacked. You spent 500 million.
Since Wenger's been sacked, yeah. It's about 470 mil.
Which is
let me just highlight this comment a minute. Yeah, stop trashing Arteta, mate. You can go and watch other channels that will gnaw him off, mate. This one doesn't. So how about no? I'll say what I want on my channel. If you don't like it, either set your own up and talk about it yourself and gnaw him off, or go and watch Julian or James or someone gnawing him off on AFTV, mate. So yeah, we move. Big up to everyone watching live.
Julian's an actor.
Mate, they're all paid actors.
I'm
Come
actually
on.
convinced.
Bro, I see something today. Somebody
like,
tagged me. I get tagged in this crap all the time. Yeah. James on there saying that, top 4, yeah, it's not a trophy, but it is an achievement. No, it ain't. It ain't an achievement. It's third loser, mate. You're lagging real bad, man. You're lagging, mate. You're lagging.
Hold on, let me right, give me 2 seconds. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Yeah, cool. Big up to everyone watching, man. Make sure you're smashing the likes up. And make sure you are subscribing to the channel and to Henry's channel as well. And yeah, tomorrow he should be doing a press conference. So I'll be doing the press conference reaction. Saturday we'll be doing the podcast, and then obviously Sunday's match day against West Ham. 5:30 kickoff my time, so 4:30 Super Sunday. Man said Henry's audio is not right.
No, yeah. You know, where I am, I mean, like downstairs, the Wi-Fi isn't the best because upstairs has got a bit going on. So, like, but yeah, we're here.
No, it's, mate, the amount of people I see though that like keep saying that top 4 is an achievement. Why is it an achievement? Like this, like I was having a row with somebody yesterday. I read the text out to you in front of you. I was saying, look, this is what my mate was saying about 4th. Yeah, the biggest myth in football is you can attract better players finishing in the top 4. Absolute garbage. How did Bruno Guimaraes sign for Newcastle? Yeah, what, you telling me he ain't good enough for Arsenal? It's mad, isn't it? He's gone. There you go. Henry Wright TV has lagged out. He's had enough. But it's true. How can you sign a player when you're in the bottom 3 that is actually good enough for the top 4? I'll tell you why. Money. You sell them a dream and you pay them the money. It's as simple as that. And if you pay it, they will come. It's as simple as that. So when I see people sitting there saying, oh, you can get top players if you get Champions League, but you can't if you don't. Absolute rubbish. How can a bottom 3 team sign one of the best midfielders or the best midfielder in France at the time? How is that even possible? Yeah, it's possible because they've got a bit of ambition and they've paid a little bit over the odds in terms of wages or something. Do you know what I'm saying? But that guy could go and play for a top 4 team because he's that good. It's mad. Big up to Raphael. You can only attract better players with the money or be in one of the best clubs in the world. Fact. Champions League, it doesn't really matter, right? And this is why I go in all the time. You know, exactly. Chelsea fans in the cup. We finished 10th and brought in Luiz and Kante and Conte. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Luiz, Kante, and Conte all in the same window. It's mad, isn't it? Yeah, Guimaraes is on 80 to 100 grand a week. Exactly. And they were in the bottom three. He could have been relegated for all he knew when he was going there. It's mad. Big up to Big Josh. Big Josh, don't worry, mate. I did give you the heads up on all of this, mate. But I hope you're feeling well, but I hope you get better soon, man. Alan says second, third, and fourth place simply gets you TV money. That's it. Yeah, but they are not achievements. This is the thing. When that's getting peddled out to 1.4 million people, mate, the people that are watching it believe that that's the case because they believe that because that channel's the biggest channel out of all the Arsenal channels, that they are the biggest because they're telling the truth all the time. It's a scam. Absolute scam. Young, impressionable little kids. You've only got to see when they're suing around the Tony Adams statue or the Bergkamp statue or whatever it was the other day. Just full of kids. Literally, it's just full of kids around it. Yeah, but these kids, they believe everything that comes out of the mouth. And when the narrative's being pushed that fourth is an achievement, people like me that see it as not an achievement and it's third loser, you're then toxic. It's actually mad. You know, Man United signed Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Paul Pogba without Champions League football. Didn't we sign Aubameyang without Champions League football? Do you know what I mean? These people are dumb. They're actually dumb. They sit there and say, "Oh, you have to get top four to get the better players in." We actually signed one of the best strikers on the planet without Champions League football, and we've not had it since he was here, and now we've given him away.
Two of the best strikers as well, not just one, two. Lacazette when he was at Lyon was class. It's a complete myth. It's a myth.
We broke our transfer record whilst being in the Europa League.
So did Chelsea. Oh no, that was before they signed Havertz. They broke their Champions League record twice, being out of Europe.
It's mad.
And United did.
And the thing is, this all gets pushed and peddled by the biggest accounts, by Sky Sports, by the mainstream journalists. All gets pushed. Oh yes, if you get in the top four. Like Sky Sports are always dramatising because they got the TV rights. So it'll be the top four race. They're going to big up this North London derby so much. It's going to be like the Champions League final. Yeah.
You're already advertising it.
There you go.
The game's not for 2 weeks.
We're 2 weeks away and they're already advertising it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If people can't see this, I'm so glad they don't have Sky Sports in Spain. Yeah. They don't have a Spanish version of Sky. Yeah. I'm so glad because I'll tell you something, mate. Yeah. That company is a disgrace. Yeah, the top four race is hotting up people. The North London derby. Who will get fourth? Absolute scumbags. Then it's the big six. Oh, then it'll be relegation battle.
Yeah, but the thing is, this big six, the Sky Sports, they want Arsenal to be back in the top four because it fits the narrative. Because years ago, it used to be United, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Arsenal, right? But now, obviously, the Manchester clubs have swapped around. United are now absolutely pony, and City are good. So it kind of fits a narrative. Having like Tottenham or Leicester in there, or even West Ham if they get in there, it doesn't fit the narrative. And it doesn't pull in, because the clubs don't have as big a pool, like West Ham and Tottenham don't have the media power and the revenue that's generated by a football club like Arsenal and Man United do. It doesn't earn them as much money. That's what it's all about. It's all about revenue. But they are an absolute disgrace. Someone of their Twitter account the other day was saying that is Harry Kane and Haaland on the same level? One of them's doing it in an average Spurs team in the hardest league in the world. One of them's doing it for one of the best teams in Germany, where there's only 2 teams in that league. You know, how can you compare them?
This is the thing, though, right? Like they love to come up with, like, Sky Sports are the worst for it, mate. Like they're the ones. They're the reason all this XG and XT and XP and X crap and all this. Like they peddle
expected threat. I see the other day. Expected.
Yeah. What is expected threat? What does that actually mean? Like, it's like created chances. Like all of these things have been peddled by Sky Sports for 2 decades or more. Yeah, they've started bringing in the statistical and analytical side of the game. I don't give a shit how many completed passes Granit Xhaka passes in a game. Yeah, he is not good enough for my team to win a title. Fact, he ain't a title-winning quality player. Get rid of him. The manager, if anyone believes that this manager's going to win the league, then sorry, you're smoking some weird drugs, or you're lying.
Yeah? What do you think he's actually got to do to be sacked? Because he should have been sacked a year ago.
Bro, somebody put on Twitter the other week 39 reasons why he should have been sacked.
Oh, I see the thread.
Yeah, and then in the comments, I pinned a comment from a guy who put in the comment afterwards, after the stream had ended, with another 14. Yeah, then add into that the 3 games that we then lost. So there's another 3 more.
I mean, it's like it's things like that as well. Like someone's put in the comments about Bruno Fernandes. The guy's been awful for over a year, and he's just got a new contract till 2027. You know why are football teams rewarding failure? It's like when Arsene Wenger got finished 5th, but he got a £2 million pay rise. You know, but it was all about football, isn't it?
But this is the thing: these football clubs, especially Arsenal and Man United, yeah, because we were successful and we were winning trophies, like they've suddenly gone away from that to now just get in the top 4. Why? Because they've both realised very quickly that you have to spend a little bit more money to get a little bit more quality in. So if you just do the bare minimum, yeah, the prize money from finishing 1st to finishing 4th isn't really that massive. Yeah, I think if you finish 4th, you get about 25 million quid less than the champions. So why?
If you get relegated from the Premier League, you earn more money than if you win Serie A, La Liga, or the Bundesliga. That's getting relegated from the Premier League.
There you go. And this is the thing, right? It's like, what incentive is there for Arsenal or Man United to actually go out there and do 200 million quid this summer to try and get in a title race? There ain't, because if they don't win the title, yeah, then they finish 4th. Yeah, they're now out of pocket, aren't they? Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it's become. It's become like, oh, actually, let's not try and have a go. Yeah, let's just let's do the bare minimum. Yeah, and the fan base, they'll buy anything anyway. They'll buy it all. They'll buy anything. We'll put the prices up 4%. They'll moan on Twitter for an hour or 2 or a day or 2, but they'll pay it anyway.
Oh, it's ridiculous. I see something on Twitter yesterday that Arsenal have released 7 kits this season.
Yeah.
7 kits.
Yep. I think only Napoli have released more. I think
Napoli and that's only because Diego Maradona died, so they've brought out 19 different Diego Maradona shirts.
Yeah. It's mad.
How can you release 7 kits? It's like the best one was where you brought out that all-white kit. Thought you were Real Madrid, but no, you're more like some pub team on a Sunday. Then you brought out the checkered blue one. That might have been a training kit that you had Ian Wright wearing. And obviously you've had the 3 kits, home away, and then 3rd kit, and then you had another one as well.
It's a joke, but people will buy it. People will lap it up, mate. Yeah, like this is why whenever Kroenke gets spoken about, oh, Kroenke out, Kroenke out, Kroenke out. All these people put Kroenke out, Kroenke out, Kroenke out. Yeah, and then they go and renew their season ticket at 4% more than it was last season. You've put the prices up 4% next season, and for what? We've won nothing for 2 years. And how have you got the audacity to put the prices up? I'll tell you why. Because they know people are going to pay it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If people stopped paying it, then they wouldn't put. Do you remember when Liverpool fans walked out? Yeah, on the 77th minute against Sunderland, because they were putting the ticket prices up to 77 quid. Yeah, for certain games or saying category A games, I think we're going 77 quid. They were 2-0 up against Sunderland on the 77th minute. 15,000 of them all marched out, right? And then they conceded 2 goals and drew 2-2, right? Now imagine Arsenal fans do that. How many do you think could walk out? A couple of hundred?
If that.
That's it.
Exactly. I think it was Berry Town or Berry. Did you see the protest?
Oldham, they run on the pitch.
That's a proper protest. We can't even protest correctly. We had the Enoch out, Daniel Levy out protest, and there probably wasn't even 500 people there.
Oh, you had the geezer there with the banjo, didn't you? The one to be Ed Sheeran.
Oh, this club's an absolute shambles.
Big up to Big Josh as well. 7-month member today. Ain't touched a book in a week. First exam soon. Good luck to you, man. Good luck. I hope you get well soon, man. I hope you get well soon, buddy. They don't come up on this screen, which is why I didn't see it. It's on a different screen. I only just caught it a second ago. So yeah, big up to you, mate. But the member ones don't come up on StreamYard for some reason. Big up to everyone watching. Make sure you are subscribed to Henry's channel. It's in the title. But yeah, this whole, like, going back to the stats and all of that, this is all down to Sky Sports, mate. So now what happens is people watch the game through stats. It's like I had somebody tell me the other day, oh, Martin Odegaard's created more chances than Kevin De Bruyne this season. Right, and yeah, now tell me how many big chances he's created.
Less than Carl Walker-Peters.
Same. And Dan James, 5 each. So why is he creating so many chances but not big chances? I'll tell you why, because he takes fucking every corner, and a corner is a hit and hope.
And free kick as well.
They're hitting hopes. You're trying to put it into a certain area, hoping, that your teammate's going to out jump the centre back. Whereas if you're creating from open play, you tend to have more time to pick your pass because it's not a set piece, so it's just a one. Whereas you're running with the ball normally, you can see that there's gaps in between centre backs, there's gaps around the corners, etc., etc. Not a crowded penalty box with 22 players in it, or 18 players in it, whatever it may be at the time. So this created chances stat is a load of crap. Absolute load of crap. It used to be the same with Mesut Ozil. Oh, but he's created more chances than any other player in history. Okay, take him off of set pieces. He didn't create anything from open play for about a year.
And the rest. The worst one was Dimitri Payet. Sky Sports had about a 3-month period where every single stat was around Dimitri Payet. Expected threat. The best one I see the other day was expected press.
What does that mean? Expected press. What even is that? Who makes these stats up? It's mad, isn't it? Expected press.
Sky Sports News. The other day, they put there was a thing on. It might have been today. Let me see if I can send it to you. And it was about who would you buy right now in a striker position. And Kevin De Bruyne was up there. Kevin De Bruyne is not even a striker.
Can I just say, by the way, that guy scores in every big game, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he's a big game player.
Exactly. Every single. 100%, mate. Against Chelsea, he scored a banger. Against United, he always scores. Against Real Madrid, he scored. The guy is just quality, man. He is absolutely class.
I think 2 or 3 more years, if they win a title or challenge the next 2 or 3 years, I think, and he does well in the next 2 or 3 years, I think he'll be in that conversation of like top 5 midfielders because the numbers he's done are absolutely ridiculous. And he plays everywhere. He played left wing, right wing. He plays number 9, centre forward, central midfielder, cam, DM. It doesn't matter. He even played right back for a game for Man City. His levels are so high.
Yeah, it's true, man. He's the best midfielder in the world, mate.
Free kicks, corners, he can do the lot.
Yeah, he can do all types of shots, crosses, everything, can't he? Like, he's such a good player, man. Yeah, the man said expected threat is definitely not a thing. Mate, it's true. It actually is. I see it myself the other day. Somebody sent me a screenshot and it was expected press. I've seen it. But it's like, who makes these things up? It's like, I don't need to use stats to know Kevin De Bruyne is a top footballer. I don't need to use stats to know that Riyad Mahrez is a top footballer. Did you see that is a proper cross that he set De Bruyne up with the other day? He gets the ball. He's got 3 men around him. He cuts inside one of them. Drops his shoulder past the other and picks his pass perfectly because he can see De Bruyne running. And everyone's thinking, oh, that's for Jesus. No, it was for De Bruyne.
It's like Luka Modric. Luka Modric might not get 20 assists a season, but the guy has been one of the best midfielders of our generation. He has been unbelievable. He's like 36, about to be 37. And the pass he put in for Benzema against Chelsea, that outside of the boot.
The outside of the boot one. Yeah. I mean, he is class, isn't he? He is absolutely class. But this is the thing, like, the stats, like Alan says, the stats are there for them players anyway. Mahrez has got nearly 30 goals this season. Plus he's not known for being a goal scoring winger, and he's like, it's unbelievable numbers. But then people have come out and go, oh, but he takes penalties. Well, you still got to fucking score him, haven't you?
Charlotte's put.
You know what I mean? You still got to score it. Man said, what's Spurs' expected trophies? Spurs expected trophies.
Zero.
Yeah, 0. No, you might win the top 4 trophy.
No, we're not going to win that. We won't finish 4th. I told you. I'd said to you 2 months ago, we won't get it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I think you're going to get something against Liverpool. I think you will. I don't know why. I just think you might. But
no chance.
Yeah, the next stat would be expected water breaks. That's the only reason this manager's got a career, mate. Water break champion, isn't he? Yeah. And then the striker that scored 3 goals over the final and the semi-final, he kicks out the football club. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's mad. The North London Derby Cup final. Well, it is a cup final according to our fans, mate, because we had 10 cup finals left. We've now only got 5.
Like your fans say we're irrelevant, yet they can't stop talking about us.
I know, it's mad. That's what I keep saying. It's like, they sit and laugh at you lot, but then they say you're irrelevant. But if we finish above you, they watch the fucking wank fest. Yeah, they're going to be jumping for joy. The bunting will be out. The street parties will be happening, especially if we finish above you and get 4th. Yeah, it's like a double win, isn't it? It's mad. But yeah, you're irrelevant, like irrelevant
What do
club.
you,
But they
what do you
watch
think
everything
about
you do.
so like games tonight? Who are you backing, West Ham or Frankfurt?
West Ham. West Ham. Jared Bowen, masterclass. He's a quality player, man. And again, I don't need to look at his stats to know he's a quality player. I can see and watch with my eyes that he is a quality footballer. Yeah, you don't need to use stats. Like, and this is the thing. Before stats became a thing, did anyone need stats to know that Bergkamp was a top player? Like, you never had to.
Ronaldo Nazario, the number 9 for Brazil.
Exactly.
Arguably the greatest striker of all time. People go, oh yeah, but because he didn't do this or that. I mean, the guy won 3 World Cups or 2 World Cups, whatever it is.
It's a joke, isn't it? Yeah, and this is the thing. Like, you don't need to have stats to make out that your player's good. And it's like the way football's gone now. I'll give an example. We played Aston Villa, I think it was, and Lacazette got an assist, right? And
it was 1-0, wasn't it?
I can't remember.
Was it last season?
No, it was 2-0, I think, 2 or 3-0 or something. Yeah, but he got an assist. I think it was Villa in that game, right? For Smith Rowe's goal. And Smith Rowe run about 30 yards with the ball and then jinked inside and pinged it in, yeah? Lacazette was in the centre circle when he passed the ball. How the fuck is that an assist? It's not. It's a pass. Yeah, it's like, you know, when Thierry Henry run around your lot, run around the whole team, yeah, Patrick Vieira gets the assist for that. He was in our 6-yard box headering the ball out.
They need to change how they measure it as an assist, because that's it. That is absolutely spot on, that comment.
It's true. It's mad. Like, this is, I don't like stats are just there, right? This is what it's become. Stats are just there that if your favorite player or somebody that you kind of rate or somebody that plays for your team registers an assist, even though he's played crap for the 90 minutes,
they use that assist to outweigh everything else. Exactly,
mate. And I had this with Arsenal with Mesut Ozil, done absolutely nothing, but then gets one little assist, yeah, and everyone starts creaming their pants, yeah. Like, I remember one against Burnley where Kolasinac squared it back and Aubameyang pinged it in, yeah. But it was like, oh, but if Ozil hadn't seen Kolasinac's run, Aubameyang wouldn't have got. I'll fucking turn it in, mate. Who passed the ball to Ozil? Nobody knows, do they? Because they ain't the favourite player. Yeah.
Like, what an assist would be like Trent whipping in a decent cross, Mane heading it. Trent's done all the work. He's put the cross in, but
yeah, look like Mahrez one for De Bruyne the other night. That's an assist. He's put it on a plate for him. Yeah, it's like, you know, the amount of goals that I see where somebody runs. I mean, whoever gets the assists at Barcelona when Messi's jinking round everyone. Oh my days! That goal against was it Getafe, where the Maradona goal where he skimmed like nutmeg 2 players halfway. Who got the assist? Does anyone know? Does anyone know? It was probably Dani Alves. Like, I don't know. It's mad, isn't it? Stats are a joke. Why don't you just use your eyes, mate? If a player's any good, you can see if he's any good.
They call it the eye test now, don't they? Like the eye test, everything's stats football. You use your eyes, but you know, then the argument people will make is, but these clubs invest millions into stats to look at players. Let them do that. That's not telling you to do that. You can make your own. You haven't, just because a player doesn't score every week or assist every week doesn't make them not a good player. Look at Declan Rice, one of the best holding midfield players in the world, but because he doesn't assist or score, he won't be in the spotlight all the time.
No, it's true, man. Yeah, it's absolutely true. Big up for that donation as well, by the way. Make sure you subscribe to Henry's channel, people. It's true, though, man. It's like Arsenal owns Stat DNA. Yeah. And the amount of dross we've signed off of Stat DNA is hilarious. Mustafi, Xhaka, players like that. I think we've got El Neni off of Stat DNA. It's like...
You like El Neni, though, don't you?
Well, I don't dislike him, but I wouldn't say I like him. Like, he ain't good enough. Yeah, I just don't dislike him. Like, he is what he is, isn't he? He's just not a very good player. But he'll get the ball and just pass it to someone better.
He grasps. I think he works hard as well.
Yeah, he knows he's punching above his weight by playing for this football club. Yeah, and he respects that.
But yeah, you see players like Xhaka who aren't actually that great, but you know, after he hit that interview, everyone just thinks, oh, it's the rebirth of Granit Xhaka.
Like, the comments on that, by the way, are a disgrace. Oh, he's such a nice guy. Oh, you've got to feel sorry for these players.
Like, he didn't tell the fans to fuck off 6 months ago.
Do you know what I mean? And then spent all of the World Cup, the Euros, sitting there flirting with Jose and Rome. Like, come on. And then he goes, yeah, I was going to be leaving the football club, and then Mikel Arteta came in and convinced me, put his faith in me.
Mikel Arteta convinced him. Low expectations then.
It sounds good though, doesn't it? It's all part of the PR bullshit. Oh, poor Xhaka. That's going to be part of the documentary. Oh, Granit Xhaka's road to redemption. Like, fuck off. The guy's shit. Yeah, sitting there crying about, oh, these people don't understand that, you know, my wife had a baby and the very next day after the baby was born, I had to fly to a Europa League final. Oh, my fucking heart bleeds for you, mate. Yeah, that's called life, mate. You chose to be a footballer. If you don't like it, leave. Right, retire. You've got enough money to live on for the rest of your life. Yeah, because you've robbed us for about 100 grand a week for 6 years. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a joke. The guy's earning about 30 million quid out of Arsenal. Yeah, plus the transfer fee, which was 35. That guy's actually cost Arsenal over 60 million quid. Oh, it's actually mad. And what am I supposed to feel sorry for him when he's driving home in 100 grand car to his £1 million gaff and he's crying because he can't see his newborn because he's got to go and play in a cup final, which, by the way, he didn't bother. He could have just stayed at home. It would have been the same shit, wouldn't it? Yeah, because I didn't see him on the pitch that night. It's actually mad.
It's laughable. It's laughable. Speaking about like recruitment, as you just mentioned a minute ago, right? So, can you believe this? Since we sold Kyle Walker, we've spent nearly £150 million on fullbacks. Since we sold Kyle Walker. We sold Kyle Walker in 2015, 2016, something like that. Since then, we've spent 150 million on fullbacks.
That's mad.
We spent 25 million on Ryan Sessegnon and 30 million on Emerson Royale. I combined, when you include add-ons, 60 million pounds on fullbacks that are proper low-end. Yeah, absolute shit. I refuse to believe that Paratici had 30 million euros and he brought back Emerson Royale. I refuse to believe it. For a director of football that's got over 5,000 contacts in Italy alone, we brought back Emerson Royale. And you know, Barcelona literally had us by the cojones. They paid 6 million euros. 3 days later, we paid 24 million euros. I mean, where are they actually doing? Like, how do you do that? It's like Arsenal, right? They've got rid of Guendouzi, Saliba, and there was another player as well.
Torreira.
Yeah, Torreira, and bought in Partey, which is okay, it's fair enough. Ben White, 45 million when you've got Saliba. Like, it's the recruitment in some of these football clubs is absolutely fucking horrendous.
Mate, I swear most of it's money laundering. Like, honestly, how can Morata get signed up 3 or 4 times for 50 odd million quid a pop? 50 plus million 4 times. The guy is crap. Yeah, the guy has played
at the moment. He's benching Vlahovic, isn't he? Morata's starting.
Well, that ain't difficult because I told everyone about that guy.
He's not even
he ain't as good as everyone said he is. I haven't heard anyone talking about Vlahovic anymore. Everyone was knocking one out. Oh, he's so good. I said he's shit. Yeah, he's shit. I've seen enough of him in the couple of games that I watched him to say, yeah, this guy, nah, mate, you're not that great. Yeah, now imagine if he comes to the Premier League. Yeah, everyone would be laughing at Tottenham or Arsenal going, what a flop, 75 mil flop. Biggest flop in Premier League history. Ha, ha, ha. Like, it's actually mad. Yeah, this is a great comment as well, by the way. Imagine Arsenal's finances with Leicester City's recruitment. Exactly.
Their recruitment policy is unbelievable. They don't sign a player over 25. That's their policy. Everyone's got to be under that.
It's actually mad, isn't it? It's actually
signed,
mad.
Since Rodgers has been there, they've signed. They had a really good defender who got he might have been through their academy who did his ACL. What was his name? They've signed Samore from Lille. They've signed Lookman, another great signing. Patson Daka.
Oh, you're on about the centre back, isn't you, for Fana? Yeah,
that's it for Fana. Madison, obviously, another great buy. Like their recruitment policies, and then you look at ours. We open a catalogue, and the first one we see we buy. That's the way we operate. It's for 55 million for Ryan Sessegnon and Emerson Royale. They're both championship level players.
Yep, they are. They're not good enough, man.
50 million on Ben White, the Seaside Eric Dyer.
Seaside Mustafi.
No, I think
he's actually crap.
James Justin as well, another great player for them. But how are Leicester able to operate like that?
Yeah, they bought Mahrez for about 400 grand.
I know.
Yeah,
they bought Kante for £1 million.
Yeah, it's mad. They got 80 million British pounds for Harry Maguire.
Do you know what? It cost them 73 million to build their training ground, and they used that training ground to knock Man United out of the FA Cup and win it.
Mad, isn't it? It's actually a joke. Yeah,
Home drives as
they're a
well.
proper run football club, man.
I just
But
wish
yeah,
Tottenham would run like that, because some of the business we've done. I mean, look at the strikers. We've brought in players who we go on paper, like Soldado at Valencia was doing bits, doing unbelievable numbers. I think he had 90 goals in 130 games. He comes to us and he scores 2 in 45.
I
How do you
remember that.
become that shit overnight?
26 mil.
It's ridiculous.
Do you remember when you had Paulinho? He ended up at Barcelona, didn't he? He went to
Yeah,
China
I
and
don't know how that
Barcelona.
happened. Yeah.
Again, mate, there's so much. I'm telling you, there's loads of money laundering going on with these transfers, mate. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised
How
if
do
it
Barcelona,
comes
right?
out one day.
How do they have no money last year, apparently? And since then, they've signed Ferran Torres, Aubameyang,
Aguero,
the juiced up Aaron Lennon in, I can't remember what his name is now.
Traore.
Traore, yeah. They're about to sign, according to some sources, they've agreed some terms with Lewandowski, but they've got no money.
I think that Daniel Ek that was looking to try and buy us, I think he's invested money into him. I don't know. I read something the other day. Yeah, I think Spotify have invested into Barca. I read something, or somebody told me that the other day. I don't know if it's true. So I don't know, man. But yeah, they're
that's the sort of football club you want to invest in, because you know you're going to get your money out of it, because they're one of the biggest clubs in the world.
Yeah, they are. They are big. They are a big club. Yeah, it's the Spotify deal, says Kieran. Yeah, Spotify deal. There you go. So they can go out and spend money now. And the thing is, most of the players they've actually brought in pretty cheap. Like Aubameyang, we gave them. Adama was what, 30 mil?
No, less than 21 million. They spent 50 million on Ferran Torres, but he's a quality player.
But they're cheap deals. They're good cheap deals, like 20 odd million here, 20 million there. Aubameyang free. You know, Lewandowski's going to be a cheap or a free.
That'd be a free.
Well, there you go. Adama's on loan. Oh, of course he is. Yeah, he is on loan with an option to buy. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, or an option to buy or something like that.
Yeah, that's actually mad. Big up Shahil as well. Klopp 2026. Next up, Arteta. I don't even start.
Do you think they will give Arteta a new contract?
I think he's already signed it.
Oh, mate.
I think he's already signed it. They're just waiting for top 4 to be secured, and then they're going to drop it. They're going to announce it. But yeah, it is what it is. Listen, we're going to wrap this up, people. Have you got anything coming up later today, tomorrow?
Not today.
Plenty of drinking.
Yeah, a few beers. Sunday, I got the Spurs corner at 8 p.m. Spanish time, 7 p.m. UK time. And obviously, I imagine we'll probably do something over the weekend or next week or something.
Yeah, we'll link up again.
Monday, we're live on my channel, 7 p.m. Providing we're both sweet with that.
Yeah. We're playing Sunday anyway, so Sunday evening. So yeah, 7 p.m. is cool, man.
And then we've got who you got West Ham. Who you got after West Ham?
Leeds away.
Ooh, Jesse March's boys.
I think it's away. Arsenal fixtures. Let's have a look. Oh, it's Leeds at home. West Ham away. Leeds at home. Tottenham away. Newcastle away. Everton away. Everton at home. Oh, I noticed that we're going to be doing a tour of America this year. It's up on the website.
We're doing a tour of. I can't remember what they announced. I know that we were already selling tickets for Rangers at the Ibrox. £31 to go to a friendly.
It's a joke, isn't it?
We're
going to be over in America playing against Orlando City and Chelsea. Right, turn it in. Another marketing scam. Right, it's mad, isn't it? Yeah, let's go and play Chelsea, but we'll do it in Orlando. Turn it in. Unbelievable, Jeff. But listen, big up to everybody who's watched live, man. Big up to Will. He said, I see you met a Willie yesterday. Did you pull him out of the mud? I bet his slippers are filthy. He did pull me out of the mud. We were sat in the sand.
Yeah, got burnt as anything.
Yeah, look at me, man. I look like a salmon.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but I'm pretty burnt, to be fair.
But big up to everyone who's watched live, man. I'm done for the day. I'm going to chill. I am absolutely knackered today.
What score predictions? What are you saying? West Ham, Frankfurt, Leicester, Roma.
Frankfurt. I'm going to say 3-1 West Ham.
I went 2-1 on my prediction.
And then Leicester against Roma. Ooh, Jose for the win. I'll say 1-0 Jose.
Stinkfest. And then what's the other Europa League game? Leipzig Rangers. I think Leipzig will win 3-0.
I think Rangers will get a win 2-1.
What, at Leipzig?
Leipzig ain't that great, man.
Yeah, but that's a big ask for Rangers.
Rangers will do it, man. Yeah, they'll do it. Trust me, it's going to be. Man said Leipzig and Frankfurt win. No, it's going to be an all British final. I can tell already. And final Marseille all the way, man. Doozy and Saliba FC, bro.
And Payet.
And
I think Marseille win that 2-0.
Yeah, I think Marseille will win comfortably. I'll say 3-1. So there we go. So I'll be back again tomorrow with a podcast. No, I won't. Be back with a press conference reaction. You can tell I'm tired, can't you? Press conference reaction tomorrow. I don't know what time his press conference is, but I'll be streaming about afternoon, evening time. So I'll keep you posted, people. And we're out of here. Arteta out.